Massive chaos is unfolding online, and Pokimane's name is right in the middle of it.
But because she got a lot of negative comments on the TikTok, she did reach out to me.
𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗳𝗲 just dropped a bombshell, claiming Pokimane knew about 𝘀𝗵𝗱𝗲𝗲𝗲's alleged abuse toward her.
And asked me about the situation, what happened. And the reason why I'm saying this, by the way,
Yet still decided to live with him. People are stunned, asking what happened to believing victims. 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲, a YouTuber who says she was cheated on, went public with a huge document exposing the whole situation. The shocking part? The guy she's talking about, 𝘀𝗵𝗱𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲, actually lives with Pokimane right now.
is not to like throw Poki under the bus in any way, shape, or form, but because she also made it publicly known
The post exploded across Twitter, racking up thousands of views,
in her TikTok that she had spoken to me. She put it as a TikTok comment that she's spoken to the parties involved.
dragging Pokimane into a storm she can't easily escape. I queued into what I thought was adorable duo, but it turned into be hard carry in every match. I paid for the drop spot, the loadout, the heals, and the reboots.
To which I sent her a really long message. Yeah, so I basically told her everything, and her response was obviously
While he AFK, during critical moments, flirted with other squads behind my back.
essentially that it was horrible what happened to me and how he was. Obviously, I don't know the standing of their friendship or what.
Chose higher clout peeves over our duo and treated the whole run like content farming instead of a real game. So I stayed silent to keep my career from being defined by one bad teammate. But the match kept getting replayed anyway, and now I'm finally leaving the lot.
I'm not ending. I'm definitely not ending. Like, chat, I'm gonna keep it.
Anyway, I am sharing this now
You know, honestly, as someone that was very close to Pokimane and defended her for years,
because what happened has been reduced online to just cheating.
this bothers me. Does this bother anyone else?
It was not. It was emotional manipulation, financial and career exploitation, and behavior that was intentional.
Like, I defended her for f***ing years. I really did. But it bothers me that she's like, believe victims, and she says this stuff, but then like...
And later admitted to. They went from just chatting to just cheating.
𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲 and them talk about Elam being whatever the f***. But she still lives with them, still collabs with them, still does everything.
So proud of you, and I love you so much.
It's just this virtue signaling shit that they all do. And it just drives me nuts. It's just farming. It's like, believe victims, but then you're living with a guy that apparently cheated and was pretty shit.
All you have ever done is want to look after people, and I'm glad you are now looking after yourself as well. Let's be real for a second. This whole thing is a classic he said, she said mess. We're only hearing one side right now, and everyone knows there are always two sides to a story.
Oh, hell no. Summarizing chat. Yo, oh, actually, true, hold on. Holy mother of technology. Yo.
Honestly, not much is known about
Grok me the f up. How fast can you really read this, you think?
𝘀𝗵𝗱𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲 besides the fact that he still lives with Pokimane, and somehow is still out here playing Among Us in 2025. Wow. But here's where it all loops back to Pokimane.
And I have decided to go our separate ways.
People are saying she already knew about everything that went down.
So we are no longer together.
Yet she's still choosing to live with the same guy. That's got everyone scratching their heads, wondering what's really going on between them. Some are even saying it must be good between them if they're still under the same roof. People started spinning all kinds of wild theories about what was really going on, but let's not even go there. What we can talk about is 𝘀𝗵𝗱𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲's so-called response stream. He went live to clear things up, but viewers weren't having it. For 30 long minutes, he just sat there rambling without actually saying anything. Fans were left confused and honestly frustrated. What made it even more telling is that almost every UK creator who used to be close with him before all this drama has completely distanced themselves over the past year. That says a lot. Instead of addressing the real claims, 𝘀𝗵𝗱𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲 seemed more bothered by the chat comments than by the truth itself. It came off as defensive, not honest. Meanwhile, Pokimane was getting absolutely grilled online, and things got even messier when 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲 jumped in, trying to use the situation to pull some of the spotlight off himself. Love him or hate him, even a broken clock hits the right time twice a day, and this time, people think he might actually have a point. Pokimane's been accused of virtue signaling a little too close to the flame, and now the cracks in her image are starting to show. Folks online are calling her out, saying she coming off as fake and a bit ingenuine. Some are even throwing around the phrase, takes one to know one. The irony? Not long ago, this same dude was preaching one thing on Twitch, but the moment he jumped ship to Kick, he started flipping on all his old friends. Talk about switching sides fast. And through all this noise, Pokimane's staying completely silent, not a single word. It's been nothing but crickets from her corner. Then there's 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗳𝗲𝗲𝗲. Turns out I didn't even know who she was until I saw a photo of her hanging out with Dre. But here's where things get even weirder. Pokimane's roommate, Elam, is allegedly acting strange too. Puffy claims he once told her, "I'd never break up with you," and even joked that if he ever cheated, at least he'd get clout from it. That's wild. The craziest part? When her document exposing all this dropped, Elam was literally live streaming, and he didn't even bother to read it on stream. Pokimane's whole image is starting to look like a shaky house of cards. The second a real victim steps forward, especially someone she actually knows and should be standing up for, she's suddenly nowhere to be found. By her own logic, that's pretty suspicious. People are saying she doesn't truly care about being a good person or doing what's right. She just wants everyone to think she does. That's the kind of thing that hits hard because it feels so performative. Even the side crew, the people who used to be chill with Elam, have reportedly stopped talking to him. But apparently, Radolf still keeps in touch, only if he grates with Ace, whatever that even means. What's even crazier is that this whole breakup between Elam and 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗲𝗲𝗲 happened 2 years ago, and now all this mess is coming to light just recently. It's like old drama being dug up with fresh fuel. And to top it all off, this guy's now out here buying Pokimane Pokemon plushies for her stream setup, as if things couldn't get any more awkward or uncomfortable. What a wild situation. The reason everyone's zeroing in on Pokimane right now is because her silence is deafening. It's like the louder the internet gets, the quieter she becomes, and that says a lot. It's easier to call out her hypocrisy than go after Elam, especially since we haven't even heard his full side of the story yet. Still, the whole thing feels off. And let's be real, if you're financially set and still choosing to have a roommate at 30, that's definitely raising some eyebrows. People can't help but think something strange is going on behind the scenes, and her staying quiet is only making the speculation explode even more.
Now things are really starting to spiral. With Pokimane keeping quiet and Elam dodging questions, the internet's basically doing all the detective work on its own. Fans are dissecting every old clip, tweet, and stream moment, trying to figure out what's real and what's not. Some are saying Pokimane's protecting her image, while others think she's just hoping the drama fades away if she ignores it long enough. Either way, her silence is turning into a story of its own. Meanwhile, 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲 name keeps climbing back into the mix. Her posts are getting more attention by the hour, and people are rallying behind her for finally speaking up. Elam, on the other hand, seems to be acting like nothing's wrong, still streaming like it's business as usual. It's wild to see how fast public opinion can shift. One day, Pokimane's everyone's favorite creator, and the next, she's getting side-eyed for what she didn't say. The whole situation's messy, unpredictable, and showing no signs of slowing down. And just when everyone thought things couldn't get any more chaotic, they did. The online crowd started digging even deeper, pulling up old clips of Pokimane talking about accountability and standing up for what's right. And suddenly, those old words are coming back to bite her. People are posting side-by-side comparisons, calling her out for saying one thing and doing another. The comment sections are a battlefield right now, some defending her, others tearing her down without mercy. At the same time, Elam's behavior is getting weirder by the day. Instead of addressing anything head-on, he's out here joking around on stream, pretending like the drama doesn't even exist. That's making fans even angrier. They're saying he's dodging responsibility and hiding behind Pokimane's silence. Meanwhile, 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲's standing strong, holding her ground and letting the receipts speak for themselves. It's like a digital soap opera where no one knows what twist is coming next, and everyone's glued to their screens waiting for Pokimane to finally break her silence. Now the whole scene feels like it's about to explode. The tension online is unreal,
Every tweet, every stream, every tiny update is getting picked apart like it's evidence in a court case. People are demanding answers from Pokimane, begging her to speak up, but she's still keeping it quiet, and that quiet is starting to sound louder than any statement she could make. Some fans say she's playing it smart, waiting for things to calm down, while others think her silence means guilt. Either way, the internet's running wild with theories. Elam, meanwhile, is doubling down, still cracking jokes on stream like nothing happened, which just makes things look even worse. And 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗳𝗲𝗏, she's getting more support than ever, with people flooding her comments to thank her for standing her ground. It's turning into one of the biggest creator controversies of the year, and everyone's picking sides fast. Now all eyes are locked on Pokimane, because when she finally does speak, it's either gonna calm the storm or blow the whole thing wide open. And now, we've hit the point where the silence can't last much longer. The internet's boiling over. Creators, fans, and even people who don't usually get involved in drama are all talking about it. Every major thread, reaction video, and stream clip is circling back to one question: why hasn't Pokimane said anything yet? Her image has always been built around being open, honest, and real. But right now, that same image is slipping through her fingers. People are starting to compare this situation to some of the biggest streamer scandals in the past, and that's never a good sign. Even her longtime supporters are admitting the quiet treatment feels off. Elam's still doing his thing like he's untouchable, and that just keeps fueling the frustration. 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗲𝗏, on the other hand, looks more confident than ever. She's standing by her story, letting her truth do the talking. This drama has gone way beyond a simple misunderstanding. It's turned into a full-blown reckoning for Pokimane's reputation. If she doesn't speak soon, the internet might just make up the story for her. And here we are. The drama's reached its breaking point. The whole internet's waiting for that one move from Pokimane that could either save her image or shatter it completely. Every second she stays silent, the tension gets heavier, and the theories keep stacking higher. People are debating whether she's being strategic or scared, but either way, her reputation's hanging by a thread right now. Elam's still out here acting like nothing happened, streaming and joking around, which just makes the situation look even worse. And 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗏, she's completely flipped the narrative. She's getting love, support, and a wave of new followers for standing firm and refusing to back down. It's wild to see how fast things can change online. One day you're untouchable, and the next, the crowd's demanding answers you don't want to give. So what happens next? Will Pokimane finally speak up, or will this silence end up being the final nail in her public image? One thing's for sure, this story isn't done yet, and the internet never forgets. If you've been keeping up with all this madness, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment with your thoughts, because this drama's only getting started.